And we're live.
Hello. Good morning.
Oh, you were like shiny.
I'm all velvety.
Velvety.
Velvety today.
Okay. You just distracted me. Welcome everybody. It was a very, very good weekend of sourcing.
Very good sourcing.
I will say the store did stop at one period for about 16 solid hours where we didn't sell a single item.
Yeah.
But we'll talk a little bit more. We'll talk about it at the Gap.
Okay.
I
hope you had a great weekend.
Yes. So first sale is the best sale of the weekend. This is, and it's got a trailer with a hitch and everything. This is a 1960s G.I. Joe Jeep and trailer, which should be a lot of fun.
Do you see how big this is?
A lot of fun to ship.
Not happy about that.
But
this was not pre-boxed.
No, it was not.
I was hoping he was going to come up with a box that was already ready to go.
But this was what kind of got me into the whole vintage toy and trying to look into it. This is, I think, the last of the G.I. Joe stuff that we sold. We picked all the G.I. Joe stuff up. Do you remember how much we paid for that?
$10.
$20.
20.
Okay, $20. We sold the G.I. Joe in his closet. No, I'm gonna get there.
Sorry.
G.I. Joe in his closet. We sold that for $75 plus shipping. We parted out a little bit of the pieces here. Like there was a spotlight. There was a broken cannon.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And some other pieces.
Oh, it's an extra wheel.
The torpedoes. Those things sold for $35.
Here's the steering wheel.
And this has the steering wheel with it, so we did keep the steering wheel with it. But we parted out some of the pieces off of this just because.
Sorry.
But this, altogether, pure profit, $113.95.
Please arrive alive. Please.
I don't see why it wouldn't. This thing's pretty well made.
I know.
This thing has lasted.
I know, but these little.
Over 60 years. This thing is about 60 years old.
And it's made it through the Lambert house so far.
Yeah. So we will pass it off to the next individual.
So good sale. Great sale. Not fun to ship.
Next up, we have Miss Me jeans.
Okay.
So these generally you can get about $30, $35
I don't know. I think the market's kind of tanked on these. I'm kind of more expecting like $25 on them now.
But this had a flaw of one of the jewels missing.
Let's see where it is.
Right there.
Oh, yeah. The little Brad.
So I'm guessing that they're going to just bejewel himself and throw one on there. And
honestly, you can't even notice it.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't
notice
it.
But, yeah, if she had other ones, she could just pop it off.
$19.95 plus shipping on that one. Next up, we have a Poison Ivy mask. This is a vintage mask made in the 90s. We had a couple of these, and I think we bought all of them for like $1. So to sell it for $8.55 plus shipping, should be fairly easy to ship as well.
Yeah.
We'll go into a box. I did not get the record yet, so we sold a record here. It was a Cleopatra Jones soundtrack. It's sealed. I've sold this one before. This one had a clipped corner on it, so it's brand new sealed, but then a corner was clipped, so I don't understand what that would be. But
probably when they open the box or something.
$19.95 plus shipping on the record. Next up, we bought this at one of the long yard sales. I don't know if you remember that, but Department 56. This is a light accessory, 3 jack light adapters. So somebody either burned out theirs or lost theirs and they needed to purchase a new one. That sold $17.40 plus shipping on that one. Next up, I think it's the only video game sale of the day. This one was at another long yard sale. This was the one.
Oh boy! What Beckett just asked for.
All right,
well, our son just asked for.
That's like a pinkish red color. It's like a.
It's fuchsia or like.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even want to get him that. But a Game Boy, it comes with 2 games, Pac-Man and Tetris. That sold for $65 plus shipping, a little bit below market, but at this point.
Did it say it's coming with a case?
No, I think I just am including the case as a added bonus, so they'll be happy.
Yep.
And
I'll get it. Is it this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's where we stopped. We did not have any other sales at this point.
From what day?
Granted, we didn't really list on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I might have listed like a total of 5 items. I did delist and relist about 10 items or so. So I think some of the inactivity could be to cause, but at the same time, I also think we can no longer take blame for some of this. This is just a standard
Yeah.
operating
Like ebbs
procedure
and flows.
of working
eBay.
with eBay right now. Is it's going to just completely shut off. There's going to be system issues. There's your items are
The
just going to
algorithms,
disappear.
Yeah.
And
Aren't
there's
gonna
nothing
bring
you
up
can
your
do
items.
about it. So whenever you do make sales, you got to make them count.
Yeah.
So we did have a really good sourcing. So and I would say it all started with Friday. So
Yeah.
we went to a church sale, and we picked up like loads of inventory
Yeah.
for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Like bizarrely dirt cheap. And we'll tell you, the total we spent at this sale, $41.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we sold 3 of those items, and I've only listed like.
Not even a fraction of them.
Yeah, a small portion of them, and we're already in the profit. So this is the first item that sold. So to give you an idea, this is basically almost brand new. So like the house inside was in its plastic, but everything else was still sealed on this item. I still sold it as used. I'd rather them be happy with the purchase when
Yeah.
they get it and all that stuff. Sold for $29.95 plus shipping. They had that for $2 at the church sale.
Yep.
So that was like a steal.
It's a special edition.
This one will get us all the way into profit. Paid $2 for this.
They had a pool with tons of stuffed animals in it.
So this is a special milkshake squishmallow.
Yeah.
Still has the tag. Had one little tiny flaw.
Oh yeah. Like I don't even know if
On
you
the
could
very
call
front,
it.
on the bottom. But I'm gonna highlight it just in case. It was like a marking like right here
Yeah.
somewhere in this area. It's like really faint.
Oh yeah, right there.
I don't know if you can clean it or not. I'm not even
We're
gonna
not
try.
gonna try.
But it sold pretty much within hours of listing for $44.95 plus
It's so
shipping.
cute. It reminds me of those ices. Like
Yeah.
the slushies.
Well, and it's also like that one's like really firm, more
Yeah.
firm than most of the squishmallows. So for whatever that, I guess that's probably the reason why that it is highly desirable. Another good sale. We've had this for a little bit, but these are some fairly rare Adidas. These are actually football cleats.
We don't
that-
really pick up many football cleats.
But the
So
football
how'd you look
cleats.
at that? Like why'd you look at that? Did you
I
get
mean,
these or did
I think you picked them
Oh.
up. So let me ask that
I
question.
don't know.
I
Probably
mean,
the bright
realistically,
colors.
like the bright colors. Anytime you can get like
Different ones.
football or soccer cleats that are like bright and they stand out, like those are the people that are willing to pay up so that they can stand out on the field. Like that's just my thinking on this. These are super rare. These sold for $90 plus shipping. And
Yeah.
what did you like? You probably a few bucks. Like
Yeah.
not a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 tops. So that was a good one. This took a while to sell. It is just an audiobook. New sealed. It sold for $8 plus shipping. I don't know who Dean Koontz is, but probably didn't really make any money on that. Next up, we have the lot of
Liaison Lash Bond.
sold for $40 plus shipping. This came on an offer that was sent. We had it
them a
listed
while?
for like $42. They offered $40. I took it. We had them for a while.
Yeah.
Next up, this is a sealed copy of Stephen King, The Green Mile. Still in the wrapper here. That sold for $14.95 plus shipping. Stephen King's usually something worth picking up most of the time, or at least looking up to see.
Yeah.
And being that it was sealed, I didn't even look it up because I was like, well, if it's sealed, we're gonna be good.
Yeah. And I have a dress.
This sold via promoted listing, so a little bit higher on the fees on this one. But we've also had it for quite a while, I believe.
Well, no, not that long.
No?
It's in the 200s, yeah. I probably listed this like a month and a half ago.
Alright, well, sold for full asking price on promoted listing for $19.95 plus shipping. This
Another
is
church buy.
This is the third and final sale from the church buy. It's actually supposed to go that way. It had a little bit of a mark on one of the bulbs there, but I made sure to take a picture of that. Sold for $14.95 plus shipping.
Krebs Glass. Yeah, ornaments. People love ornaments. So now's the time to pick them up and get them flipped fast.
And the last sale of the weekend. So total of 15 total items. These
Tommy Llama.
Tommy Llama.
Tommy Llama.
When you said Tommy Llama, I was like,
Tommy Bahama is what I was thinking. Tommy Llama.
Tony Llama.
Tony. Dang.
Stop saying
Sorry.
Tommy. But Tony Llama boots, those sold for $34.95 plus shipping via promoted listing. You know, at Tony Llama's honestly, I'm kind of surprised it didn't sell faster
More?
because it was listed so low.
Yeah.
But what will happen is a lot of times people will take those, they'll resell them, and they'll be good to go,
Or they just keep them like they are.
or keep them like they are if they feel fine with that. But yeah, that was it. So 15 items, but has some decent items in there.
Good sales.
But yeah, it's one of those things to where right now,
Take what you can get.
yeah, you kind of got to take what you can get. And but the good thing is we've got a lot of list ready inventory. So I'll be doing a lot of listing today after making the normal loop after you package and ship everything. And yeah.
Got school today. Package, ship, school, library, cook, and maybe get to something to list. Probably not.
Yeah. We do
clean.
have a Whatnot show that is going to be running on
Forgot
Wednesday
about
night.
Whatnot.
I've got a few things left to list. Part of me is thinking like not even to like list them in but put them more of a generic thing and just like run them and see what sells. But I don't know. I'll kind of see. I'm not going to stress myself to list anymore. Like I've listed like 30 something items
on Whatnot
already. If that's not already bringing enough attention, then
then we don't need to waste more time. Just try to do more stuff on eBay.
Yeah, correct. Because really, right now we're just not Whatnot's whatever.
It's there for emergencies.
I don't even know if that even is
what you want to do with it.
Well,
we think that our business model is not as suitable for Whatnot because a lot of the sellers on Whatnot, they're buying like pallets and going shopping at those big events and getting vendors to sell to them, and so they have a constant flow of really cheap items that they can flip fast, but not for a lot of money.
So they might get a pallet, and each item they're in for $1. So if it sells for $4, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But we don't have a constant influx of enough inventory to make it make sense for us to turn around and sell everything for $4.
Yeah.
So it kind of, like, I think back to some of the stuff that we've ran on Whatnot up to this point, and it's like, okay, we could have sold that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, it was nice to sell it quickly and everything, but if we would have sold that on eBay, we would have probably 4x our money compared to what we made on Whatnot. So it just doesn't seem like a sustainable business model long term. There are benefits to it, you know, and it's just I think I'm feeling it out a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're also jumping around in categories. So we haven't done video games yet to see how that worked. I still want to do plush.
Yeah.
But I can say unequivocally, clothes is not the way to go because I think the market.
Well, and I just had so much clothes from previous buying time that I knew wouldn't sell on eBay. So it's like I wanted to dump a lot of that. I actually donated tons of clothes that wouldn't be suitable on either platform. So I'm trying to steer clear from clothes, kind of, unless it's like a real like no-brainer.
Yeah, we had a clothes sale today. This last weekend, I was like, "You want to go to this? We would have to go now."
And like, please don't.
No, please don't go. So, yeah, it's an interesting situation in time. I'm not 100% sold out on Whatnot, but I am very, very hesitant just because like when I was expecting better from the Funkos that we ran, and I don't think that went that well. Mm-hmm. And that's supposed to be what the platform is designed for. Yeah. And
somehow it's almost like you have to have a following, or you have to have a like an influencer, social media
backing in order to make it work.
To get your audience to come see your stuff, which then you can, like, you'll be making more on each item. Or the other way to do it is if, like I said, you have a ton of merchandise to run, you are on there more frequently and just your face is out there all the time where you're getting more and more followers. But we don't have the time to be working on that.
Yeah.
Or the inventory.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I think it's if it ends up being something that we don't do like long term,
it's still, we gain skills for lives.
I think we gain skills to do it, and then I think the other aspect of it is it's one of those things to where you know how you think, okay, should I be doing blank?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already did that, so
Yeah.
that's not something that's feasible long term. So I think that's another aspect of it is, you know, maybe it's something that we do every once in a while where it's like, all right, we just want to blow things out and we just don't worry about trying to be consistent and doing a following. We just do it whenever the hell we want to do it. That's great. That's different. But I even see people that have a social media following not getting
in numbers.
Yeah.
Or selling things for much money.
No.
Like, you've been sourcing on.
Yeah, I've been sourcing on it, and I've been sourcing on it from good items that are from people that have a social media following, and they're not getting, like, I'm able to turn around and sell and make 3 or 4x on what I've purchased. And
so it may become maybe this was just for us to open our eyes to a new sourcing avenue.
It might be, because I think we've done that on a couple things, and I think it's, I mean, we bought a Nintendo 64 on there. We bought a Wii. The Wii, for example, we paid $10 plus shipping on that, and it had a guitar on it that was in the box that we've sold the guitar by itself for, I want to say we sold that for like $90. And then we had the Wii left over, and then I allotted that out to something else.
Yeah.
So that was
There's
super
deals
profitable.
to be had.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those times where right now, people are still trying to figure out whether or not, and Whatnot's been around for, I mean, you wouldn't believe it, it's been around for years.
I would not have known that.
Yeah, it's been around for years.
I mean, it's an easy platform to use. It's easy to set up and do your show, but yeah.
So I still think there's people that are getting on there for the first time. They might not have the following, and then you're able to still get deals.
Yeah.
So interesting. I think we'll just keep plugging away on eBay. We're eBay sellers for now. Yeah. We still have our foots in Mercari and some other platforms. I think it's more feasible to think that if something were to happen to eBay, Mercari would be a better platform. Poshmark would be a better platform than Whatnot. But
never know.
Please, nothing happen to eBay. So that's it for us.
Are we ever going to try Amazon, you think?
I don't think so.
Because I've seen people do both those too.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
All right. Well, I guess that's all for now. So
Yep.
we will see. What is our schedule for this week? So Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday for sure.
Yeah.
We'll have a live. I know we will not be here Thursday. We may have a live Friday.
It's my birthday.
Birthday. Yeah.
On
She's gonna get a big turkey for her birthday. But we might go live Friday. It just depends on whether or not there's gonna be sales or not. I look at it as it keeps you from going out shopping.
No, I really want to do Black Friday shopping.
No, I don't need you to do that.
Yeah.
You go shopping.
I get better deals.
No, you get better deals at garage sales. So we need to see if there's any
Black
garage
Friday.
sales Friday. And if there is, then we won't be running Friday. If there isn't, then
Okay, anyways. Y'all have a good one.
Take care,
we'll
everybody.
see you